starts now.
Welcome to Newswatch 12 at 5. I'm Nate Myhock. We'll get to those stories in just a minute, but first, many of us woke up to some 5 inches of snow this morning, and more is in the forecast tomorrow.
Hey Nate, yeah, this is a winter weather advisory. Kicks in about noon tomorrow through tomorrow evening for snow, more snow, arriving midday tomorrow through tomorrow night for pretty much everybody watching me right now across north central Wisconsin. Outside right now, though, we have the clouds kind of getting out of here tonight. We'll get an hour or two of clear skies this evening before the clouds roll back in. And look what's over here. That's our next system. It's not going to be as big as when they came through this morning, but it's going to leave its mark, right, with snow on the way for tomorrow. That will all stick, by the way, and make roads messy again through tomorrow afternoon. So here we go. Futurecast looks like this. So by midday tomorrow, we're probably talking 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Snow developing. There could be a couple bursts of moderate snow in here. Otherwise, it all looks like it's going to be light snow across the area. That will give you something like this across the area as well. A widespread 2, 3, 4-inch snowfall. A couple of you could do 5 across parts of central Wisconsin. Our forecast tonight, though, is decreasing clouds and just cold with low temperatures down near 3. Your full forecast at 5 o'clock. Nate?
All right, thank you, Jeff. And I'm sure people living in Vilas County were happy to wake up to some fresh snow on the ground this morning, especially the snowmobilers who are planning on taking advantage of opening day on the trails. And now if you live in Oneida County, you can do the same tomorrow. All Oneida County snowmobile trails will officially open tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. All lake and river trails, though, are considered unsafe and should not be utilized unless they have been clearly marked by a local snowmobile club. They also ask riders to stay on clearly marked trails and remind people that the trails are in rough early season conditions. Today, the CDC has cut the isolation restrictions for Americans who test positive for the coronavirus. People with the virus can leave isolation after 5 days, which is down from 10. CDC officials said the guidance is in keeping with growing evidence that the coronavirus is most infectious 2 days before and 3 days after symptom onset. Meanwhile, the adaptation of virtual technology to medicine has sped up during the pandemic, which allows patients to see physicians for regular checkups and minor medical issues without having to risk an in-person visit. Started back in 2008, the eICU program works a little like Mission Control, but for hospitals, helping to reduce the need to relocate patients to bigger cities by having them monitored virtually. Newswatch 12's Cooper Henkel explains.
Specifically trained doctors and nurses work together from the eICU facility in Madison, monitoring live feeds from partner hospitals across Wisconsin and northern Illinois.
And so by monitoring patients in their hometown with our EICU support, they're able to have good outcomes with our intensivists and critical care nurses who have 25 years of critical care nursing experience.
Jessica Fod helps lead Aspire's Medford Hospital. It began working with EICU in 2017. That established foundation giving patients trust in the system when the pandemic hit.
And it's really a resource that we've been able to leverage to help quickly get our staff ready to manage these higher acuity patients.
EICU has helped care for 1,300 COVID ICU patients since 2020. About 25% of total admissions have been just in the last 6 weeks, as Omicron surges and mixes with holiday travel to tax an already overwhelmed hospital system.
Having the COVID patients has expanded our volume significantly because other years that would be a patient population we wouldn't have filling beds, and unfortunately, we are seeing high numbers in our area, so they're filling a lot of our beds.
While it won't address larger issues like exhausted, overworked employees and a lack of medical staff overall, programs like the eICU are ways to better help meet patients' needs in the short term.
Having this resource has really helped assure us that we really are doing great things here in Medford, the small little critical access hospital in rural Wisconsin. You know, we are doing great things because of our partnership with UW.
For Newswatch 12, I'm Cooper Henkel.
Earlier today, President Biden held a virtual meeting with the White House COVID-19 response team and the National Governors Association. One of the many topics brought up was about COVID testing. All over the country, people have had to wait in very long lines, some waiting over an hour to get tested. And while the president says that they are working on improving the current situation, he also understands that they haven't done nearly enough.
We went from no over-the-counter tests in January to 46 million in October, 100 million in November, and almost 200 million in December. But it's not enough. It's clearly not enough. If we'd known, we would have gone harder, quicker if we could have.
President Biden also gave words of encouragement to the nation's governors as many states, especially in the Northeast, hit new COVID case records.
My message to the governor is simple. If you need something, say something. And we're going to have your back in any way we can.
Some governors have resisted putting new restrictions in place to battle the Omicron surge. But on the other hand, some states have reimposed mask mandates. Meanwhile, President Biden has laid out the White House's strategy, which is focused on accelerating testing and vaccinations. A federal program designed to help cover the funeral costs for people who have died from COVID-19 is going largely untapped. According to a report by the Associated Press, families who have lost loved ones can apply to the Federal Emergency Management Agency for a reimbursement of up to $9,000 to help cover funeral expenses. The country just surpassed 800,000 COVID-related deaths, and that suggests hundreds of thousands of families who may be eligible have not yet taken advantage of the benefit. You can find more information on who is eligible and how to apply online at FEMA.gov. Shoppers apparently turned out in droves to grab up holiday deals as MasterCard released a new report showing U.S. retail sales rose 8.5% year over year between November 1st and Christmas Eve. Clothing sales were noted as the biggest reason for the surge, and MasterCard also found shoppers were out earlier and many turned to brick and mortar stores this year, in part due to fears about shipping delays. And in-store sales during the holiday period jumped more than 8% compared to last year. And online shopping also saw significant growth, accounting for nearly 21% of total sales over the holidays. Health experts are telling the public that the best way to protect themselves against the Omicron variant is by getting boosted a third shot. But in Israel, they're moving on to shot number 4. We'll explain that next, but that's going to be after Maine weather with Jeff right here on News Watch 12.
The big in-stock winter blowout sale is on at Slumberland Furniture. Over 20 different sofas in stock and ready to go. Over 50 accent chairs and recliners too. Everything is on sale and shipping is free. Huge store-wide savings at Slumberland Furniture.
It's the final days of the Ford Get Holiday Ready sales event. Your last chance to get the best deals of the year on Ford F-Series, America's #1 selling trucks for 44 years straight. Only a few more days to save on our full lineup of Ford SUVs. Hurry in. It's the final days of the Ford Get Holiday Ready sales event. Now choose FlexBuy on a 2021 Ford F-150 and get 0% financing for 66 months plus $500 cash back.
Is your bathroom looking old and worn out? Want to update it, but you don't know where to start? Then let BCI Bath & Shower show you how to turn that old bath into an aisle of beauty and functionality. Our residential bathroom solutions provide the best value on the market, and our customer service is second to none. Our cost-effective BCI Bath & Shower family of products has what you need.
Remodeling our bathroom was a big decision for us.
They didn't make a mess out of our house at all. And at the end of the day, we had a beautiful new bathroom. And it was a great experience the whole way through.
We have the best monthly payment programs in the industry, with payments as low as $68 per month or no interest, no payments for 18 months. For a limited time, be one of the first 100 callers who schedule a free in-home consultation and receive $500 off.
1-800-908-7527. That's 1-800-908-7527.
Factory-trained and certified installers made in the USA and discounts for seniors and military. BCI Bath & Shower, the leader in affordable bathroom products.
The big in-stock winter blowout sale is on at Slumberland Furniture. Over 20 different sofas in stock and ready to go. Over 50 accent chairs and recliners too. Everything is on sale and shipping is free. Huge store-wide savings at Slumberland Furniture.
welcome back, my friends. Well, here we are that week between Christmas and New Year's where no one seems to know what day of the week it is. I know, it's weird, right? But look, we did today. The snow trails are opening and we got some more snow. Park Falls, 8 inches, Land O'Lakes, 7.7, Anago, 5.9. So we'll take it, right? And now we have some colder temperatures on the way as well. So we'll get the lakes frozen up, the trails frozen up, and we will be off to the races for the rest of the winter. All right, so far this snow season, I did a little digging here, right? So far this snow season through this afternoon, we've had 39.8 inches of snow in Rhinelander. Last year through today's date, only 18.1. 2 years ago, 33.9, and that was the winter. We had 116 inches, right? So we'll see. We're certainly ahead of schedule, and we have maybe 3, 4, 5 more inches of snow on the way for us throughout the day tomorrow. Okay, so outside right now, we have lots of partly cloudy skies. There's still a couple of flurries left over. Overall, though, we'll have some decreasing clouds tonight, and then they're going to quickly fill back in tomorrow morning as our next system is on the way. I know it doesn't look like much right now across the west, but it's right in there, the Four Corners area. It's going to make a beeline across central Wisconsin. On that path, we have some more snowfall on the way. Now, this system does not look as strong as the one that came through last night and this morning, but overall, still at 2, 3, 4, 5-inch snowfall on the way for us, beginning later on tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night. So here's the surface map, and here's our big system kind of pulling out of here now, right, kind of over us. Places like Duluth and parts of Minnesota, feet and drifts of snow there. But for us, just a kind of a widespread 2, 4, 5-inch snowfall that is now done. We'll get a break in the action tonight, followed by some more weather getting in here tomorrow afternoon. So here's the futurecast showing the clouds getting out of here tonight. Tomorrow, here we are, midday-ish, probably starting from west to east about noon tomorrow, and then lingering through tomorrow evening. Now, there'll be mostly light snow with this one, but there could be a couple bursts of moderate snow in there. And as you know, with ground temperatures still cold, we'll have lows in single digits tonight. Whatever falls will stick, and that's going to leave for some messy traveling across the area tomorrow. But by tomorrow night, though, look, it's out of here by tomorrow evening into parts of Wednesday morning, and we have a nice day to unfold on Wednesday. So the snowfall is going to look something like this. Again, we've had bigger snowfalls, but overall, a widespread 2 to 4-inch snowfall with a couple of spots in here that could see closer to 5, mostly across parts of central Wisconsin. The further north you go, the less snow with this one. That's a change compared to one we had this morning, where Park Falls saw close to 7 inches of snow. But the advisories are posted. This is a winter weather advisory again for snow. This is the Weather Service or your tax dollars saying, hey, take it easy tomorrow. And don't forget to put your headlights on, especially if you have a white car. I mean, that makes no sense, right? Headlights on and snow for sure, as you'll need that through the afternoon tomorrow. All right, so then the other story becomes the cold. For weeks now, we've been watching some really cold temperatures just over the Canadian border, and they're finally going to get unlocked for us basically this weekend, which is, by the way, New Year's weekend. And we have much colder temperatures on the way. Already beginning to filter into the Dakotas. That's coming our way, or a piece of it will, as we have some colder temperatures arriving really probably on Wednesday, but kind of going downhill from there. We're going to freeze the trails, freeze the lakes, and thus kick off our tourism season, right? Our forecast then for tonight, though, is partly cloudy skies, breezy and cold, low temperatures down near 3 with a gusty southwest wind. For tomorrow, all right, it's Tuesday already. Some afternoon snow is likely, 2 to 5 inches, probably closer to 3, though, with this one, with a high temperature of 26 through the afternoon. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress shows tomorrow more snow through the afternoon, a dry day for us on Wednesday, dry Thursday, dry except for New Year's Eve here. We could see a little bit of light snow late New Year's Eve night, and then maybe some more snow on New Year's Day. Not a big snow. The bigger story then is maybe temperatures with highs basically in the low teens. Nate?
Thank you, Jeff. Israel has begun trials on a 4th dose of the COVID-19 vaccine for healthy patients as the country looks to roll out the additional booster shot to at-risk populations. CNN's Elliot Goatkine reports.
Let's do it.
Yet another shot in the arm. This, says the Sheba Medical Center, is the first time in the world healthy subjects are receiving a 4th shot of COVID vaccine.
Well, I don't feel much as a guinea pig. My own immunity has dropped below the threshold. And therefore, not only am I myself potentially exposed to the Omicron, but more importantly, I might be a potential hazard to my heart transplant patient that I'm taking care of.
His colleagues, all of whose antibody levels have also dropped, were lining up to play their part in this trial, designed to show if a 4th shot of the Pfizer vaccine is safe and effective. Sarit here is among the first of 150 health workers at the Sheba Medical Center, just outside Tel Aviv, to receive the 4th dose of the vaccine. It's not the much publicized rollout of the 4th shot campaign, but it could be a step in that direction. That, at least, is what Prime Minister Naftali Bennett seems to want. Last week, he welcomed the decision by a panel of experts to recommend the additional booster for over 60s, health workers and people with suppressed immune systems. But the Health Ministry's Director General has yet to sign it off. Some health experts remain unconvinced.
I didn't think that it's right now at this moment. It may change in a week. It depends on what we see is happening in England, what's happening right now here. If we see that there's more severe disease, maybe it will be correct. I think that's why it's so important to start a research as soon as possible.
Initial results from this study are expected by the end of the week, by which time Israel's rising COVID caseload will likely be even heavier. Elliot Gotkin, CNN, Ramat Gan, Israel.
Well, back in the 50s and 60s, the United States and Soviet Union competed in the space race to see who could put a human on the moon first. Now, we don't have countries racing to space. Instead, we have billionaires. We'll break it down after the break.
It's the Winter Blitz sale at Stone Innovations, home of Wisconsin's largest granite and quartz selection. Get free design, a lifetime warranty, upgraded designer edging, and a free installed stainless steel sink. The Winter Blitz package, only at Stone Innovations.
Chevy is taking people lots of places this holiday.
We're going sledding!
We're going to find the perfect tree.
We're going to Nana.
Let your Chevy dealer take you there with Chevy Red Tags, where the price you see is the price you pay.
Happy holidays from Chevy.
Find new places, find new roads. Very well qualified buyers may also be eligible to get 0% financing on all Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups. Plus, you may qualify for $500 bonus cash when you find your red tag, or use that bonus cash to get a $1,500 total cash allowance.
Every living creature on Earth needs Mother Nature's water for survival. From the family pet, whether it's the dog, our fish in a fish tank, to the precious little munchkins running around. For 7 decades, Maher Water Corporation has been supplying and treating this water for the entire family with products made here in Wisconsin by Water Care. So call us today for the cleanest, safest water around.
Update the lighting in your home today during Menards New Year's sale. Shop our full selection of more than 7,000 interior lights. Patriot lighting comes in a variety of unique styles and finishes. The Denzel collection has an industrial style and comes in an oil-rubbed bronze finish. Pick up this 4-light chandelier today for only $99.99. Come check out our entire selection of interior lights now during Menards New Year's sale.
Save big money at Menards. It's the Winter Blitz sale at Stone Innovations, home of Wisconsin's largest granite and quartz selection. Get free design, a lifetime warranty, upgraded designer edging, and a free installed stainless steel sink. The Winter Blitz package, only at Stone Innovations.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
2021 will be remembered as the year space tourism took flight. NBC's Tom Costello looks back at the great space race of 2021.
10, 9, 8,
7, 6, 5, 4.
Ignition.
Fire.
From New Mexico to Texas to Florida. Put 2021 down as the year the private space race came roaring off the pad.
To the next generation of dreamers, if we can do this, just imagine what you can do.
Billionaires Richard Branson, Jeff Bezos, and Elon Musk bringing commercial space travel one rocket ride closer for all of us back here on Earth. On his first trip, Bezos brought along 82-year-old Wally Funk, one of the original female Mercury astronauts who never flew. Then Captain Kirk himself, 90-year-old William Shatner, choked up with emotion after landing back on Earth.
What you have given me is the most profound experience I can imagine.
Godspeed Inspiration 4.
On September 15th, it was the 4 civilian astronauts on board a Spacex rocket who made history on a 3-day orbit around the world.
we can see the entire perimeter of the Earth, which is so beautiful.
The trip, part of a fundraiser for St. Jude Children's Hospital, where crew member Haley Arsenault was treated for cancer as a child. But with prices starting at $250,000 per seat, space tourism is still way out of reach for most of us Earthlings.
It's important to you that this becomes accessible to everybody.
That's why we started it. I mean, I think ultimately the price will come down to a level where an awful lot of people will be able to do it.
But Bezos and Musk aren't content with joyrides around the Earth. Musk's SpaceX has won a NASA contract for its Starship to carry astronauts to the surface of the moon. That same system could eventually fly onto Mars. And Jeff Bezos planning to build a commercial space station called Orbital Reef, a sort of floating business park. While the commercial space race is hot and at full throttle, the U.S. is not alone. China is putting astronauts in space, already building its own space station, with plans to put humans on the moon as soon as 2030. And then there's Mars, the ultimate goal. This year, NASA pulled off yet another first. After landing a rover on the surface, it flew a helicopter, a drone really, over the Martian surface. Here's NASA's animation. And here's the actual chopper flight. So far from Earth, it had to fly itself, making 500 calculations per second.
We have done it. This is the first time I've been able to say we've done it.
It's a vast universe holding billions of galaxies and hundreds of billions of planets. So what are the chances that we're not alone, that life exists on at least one of those planets? The problem? We humans love sci-fi, and we tend to think of aliens as the characters we see on TV and in the movies.
Phone home. Our understanding of life doesn't mean that we understand all the options or all the possibilities of the various life forms that may be out there.
Absolutely true. Yes, just because we understand our own life doesn't mean that we know what to predict of how life might form in another different environment.
But have aliens already visited us?
There's a whole fleet of them.
What about the UFO sightings from credible sources like Navy pilots? Astrophysicist Adam Frank is a sympathetic skeptic.
Why do UFOs always look like exactly what we'd expect them to look like from all the movies we've watched, right? As I like to say, if it sounds like a science fiction story, it is.
Frank believes life probably does exist beyond Earth, but he hasn't seen compelling evidence that they've visited Earth yet. If there is intelligent life out there, experts say it is probably many light years away. And each light year is at least a 37,000-year journey. So we're talking about 100,000 years to get there, or maybe even further. So you better pack an overnight bag. Tom Costello, NBC News in Washington.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Stone Innovations, Rhinelander and Plover.
Tired of struggling with regular mirrors that don't adjust so you can't get close enough? Need both hands but you don't have a stand? Can't move in the right direction to see your own reflection? You need Flexible Mirror, the bendable, light-up magnification mirror that comes to you. Watch. Just stick it on and turn the base. The super suction locking mechanism means you can put it on any smooth surfaced place, horizontal or vertical. Lock it onto any mirror, table, or desk. Use it in the shower, even on a window. The secret is Flexible Mirror's super strong articulating arm that's attached with an ingenious ball and socket so it can swivel and rotate for the perfect angle. And look how strong it holds. The mirror is precision crafted with 10 times magnification and crystal clear optics. And with a soft glow LED ring, you'll get picture-perfect lighting to highlight every detail. Flexible Mirror makes shaving, applying makeup, hairstyling, grooming, and accessorizing easier than ever before. Plus, men, listen up. The 10 times magnification makes it perfect for giving your beard a detailed trim. Whatever you need to do, Flexible Mirror comes to you. Plus, the contemporary chrome accents add a lovely modern touch to any room. Stop struggling to put in your delicate contacts and let Flexible Mirror come to you. So it's much easier to do. too. Similar mirrors can cost as much as $100, and they don't even come to you. But you can get flexible mirror for the special TV discount price of just $19.99. We guarantee you'll love the flexible mirror so much that it comes with our 90-day, no questions asked money-back guarantee. And here's the best part. We give you free shipping on your entire order. That's right, free shipping. Here's how to order.
To order, call 1-800-655-8764. That's 1-800-655-8764 or order online at tryflexiblemirror.com.
It's time for Trig's annual New Year's Eve seafood sale, one day only, December 30th. We have the hottest prices of the year on crowd pleasers like lobster tails, jumbo sea scallops, and new this year, colossal snow crab legs. Choose from dozens of varieties of holiday shrimp, including wild Gulf shrimp. Make it a surf and turf New Year with our certified Angus beef T-bones, helping you celebrate in style. Stop by Trig's one-day New Year's Eve seafood sale from 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. for best selection, December 30th at all Trig's locations.
All right, Nate, the snow we had earlier is pulling out of here now. A couple of flurries left over. We'll have a cold night ahead, followed by our next system over here to the west. It'll get in our backyards tomorrow, likely about noon to 2 o'clock in the afternoon with some light snow. Looks like a widespread 2 to 4 inch snowfall again tomorrow. We've had bigger snows, but this is a winter weather advisory in effect for tomorrow afternoon through tomorrow evening. If you're traveling tomorrow, it's definitely going to slow your roll. Make sure your headlights are on and just slow down because the roads are going to be icy. The snowfall looks like this. So again, bigger snows, but again, this will be a widespread 2 to 4 inch snowfall. And then look what happens on the 7-day. We have a cooling trend. So we'll freeze the lakes and the trails into New Year's Day. It's going to be a happy day around here.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people are excited about that.
Yes.
So thank you, Jeff, and thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 6.